Hi, my name's Rosie from Total Chiropractic. I just wanted to come on here and just talk to you a little bit about decorating injuries. Um, decorating along with gardening is one of the things that some of us are doing, spend our time, particularly, well, whether you're working from home or not, the time we've got. So I just wanted to go for a few ways of not injuring yourself whilst still decorating. So first one would be to take regular breaks. It's very easy to get over enthusiastic about decorating and try and do, I don't know, paint a whole room in one day, or to, I don't know, sand a whole floor in a day, or paint all the skirting boards, or whatever you're doing, and it's very easy to overdo it. So try not to do too much in one day. So break up the task, maybe do half an hour at a time, and then stop, because often we don't know that we've hurt ourselves until we've gone a bit too far. So taking regular breaks will help you realise you've hurt yourself before you hurt yourself too badly, if that makes sense. Secondly is to obviously try not to overreach or stretch too far. One, because we don't want you falling off a ladder and ending up in A&E at the moment. We don't want to have to go there if you don't have to. And secondly, if you are kind of stretching too far to sort of paint that corner bit or what have you, or get that last bit down in the corner, then you're more likely to upset your shoulder and your upper back, particularly if you have tension in this area anyway. So a lot of us carry our tension in our necks, and you may be a little bit stressed at the moment for various reasons. So if you are carrying your tension here and you start overstretching too much, then that's when you're more likely to injure yourself. So don't overstretch to reach areas that you're decorating. So if you're on a ladder, move the ladder to where you need to be. If you're reaching to a skirting board or something, then move yourself to that area so that you're not overreaching to and hurting yourself. And then if you are in any sort of funny position, so often when we end up doing some DIY or decorating, we end up bent over something quite a lot, or twisting to one side. So try and move yourself round to where you want to be, so you're not in awkward positions doing your DIY, because you may not realise it at the time, but afterwards that's when it starts to ache and it starts to hurt, and then you start having some back problems. And finally, if you do hurt yourself, then some gentle stretching may well help. So I did a video on low back stretches recently, so I'll put that in the post here. And also things like just stretching out your forearm, so I'll show you that briefly now. So what you can do is just straighten your arm and then pull gently down onto your arm like that, and that'll put a nice bit of a stretch through the forearm here. So if you have been doing any decorating, painting, sanding, things like that, or even if you've been putting furniture together, that can be quite hard work on the forearms, then a nice stretch like that can really stretch through here and help loosen that up. So some gentle stretching will help as well, because obviously we can't offer face-to-face appointments at the moment, so you can't get in to see a chiropractor or anything like that to help you at the moment if you do get hurt. So we want to try and help you as much as we can remotely, so to speak. So to round up, if you are doing a lot of decorating, make sure you take regular breaks. Don't do too much at once, because it's easy to overdo it and not feel it for the next day. Secondly, stretch. So don't overstretch to reach to areas, particularly if you're carrying a lot of tension in your upper back and things like that as well. Thirdly, if you are try and avoid being in awkward positions for too long while you're doing your DIY. It's easy to get into them and not realise that you've been, I don't know, laying underneath a sofa trying to screw something into something for half an hour, and then your back and your arms really hurt. And thirdly, do your stretches. They will help, and I'll put links to some stretches below to see if that will help. Anyway, my name's Rosie from Total Chiropractic. I hope you found that helpful. Goodbye.